I'm not able to.
What? No, you can start it. And it's like,
Where you
we
are
got
there.
10 minutes.
Today the fourth,
The corner at.
today the seventh, what am I thinking of?
Across from Tom and Teresa.
Oh, okay.
What am I thinking of?
Is Tom coming, Harvey?
What?
Is Tom coming?
I just talked to him.
Oh,
I knew he was coming. Yes.
He said he's coming.
How you doing, Candace?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. My brother's in Florida.
Wow.
He's in the state and he does,
that's scary.
he's a ecologist and he does usually beach inspections and he does like, it's a retirement job. He already retired from the state. They called me back and asked me to do this.
Okay, didn't just,
Anyway,
Yeah,
he's in
it's-
Tampa now, which is not great. I'm staying out of the way though. They don't have to be right there, but then as soon as it all hits, then they gotta go in.
do y'all want to make any public comment?
Yeah.
Okay, so
We got the form to fill out.
it's the form you fill out over there, Heather?
Yeah.
No, they're not, starting meeting at 6:30, and there'll be a little. Yeah.
Roxanne, ever,
It's called,
called.
yeah,
did she provide a little statement or something? Or is she gonna sing in or is she gonna do?
I don't know. But she said she didn't, she had to devote all her time to her.
Oh, right, she does. She's got a PT and doctor visits, just all the time. She said.
Okay, that's it. Yeah.
Where is she now?
Yeah, you can sit there, right? It's okay.
At what place?
Philomena, assisted living. Very nice.
Everything there. Down there, across the-
Thank you.
You see in the camera? Mom, there? Mom on the camera?
No, she's doing without.
No, am I on the camera?
So Lydia's on, but nobody else. Josh will be on and
You're done.
Who else was gonna be on? Who is?
a lawyer and our city engineer.
Should be a short meeting, right?
Hmm?
Be a short meeting. Man, one of those committees, I didn't know all the meeting committees.
A lot of our meetings, it should be short. It's not so easy.
Well,
Should I call Tom? I do have his number.
I talked to him.
No.
Minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Call me
He's a
on
big boy.
that's what I was gonna say.
When was he last notified?
about here 20 minutes ago.
Oh,
So he
okay,
knows all.
great. Okay, great. I won't worry about it again. We should put a chair there. Is that his place? I'm assuming.
He's.
Oh,
There.
we do need,
What
yeah.
was- Maybe thanks.
Well,
So ordinarily, so Lydia usually is the chair because she's mayor pro tem, and if
Yeah.
Roxanne were here, she would be here.
Right.
Tom would be taking her place, so I guess. I can say yeah. I don't know what Lydia. She likes to be where she can see things if she needs to, but she's mayor pro tem.
well, Christine. Maybe up here. Can't she?
It's just fine.
That's fine.
She's staff, so.
She can come up. Christine, come up and sit up here. I'm gonna be there and there's a thing.
There's Cynthia sits over there, right?
Oh, Cynthia's there. Okay, so well, we have 5 people though that we've always had at the table.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The missing
Where would
chair.
Linnell have been?
Right here, she just sits next to me.
Okay, so then that would be
Tom.
That's probably where I should sit.
Roxanne or
I
Tom,
took Vanelle's position.
but,
No,
Cynthia. has been-
seniority gets to be,
Cynthia used to sit.
she's senior right now, he's next. And you're third,
So you could be up there if you wanted to be.
so you should be up here.
Because what Cynthia used to kind of sit at the end of the table here, next to you or next to
What?
Billy.
Yeah,
Cynthia, she
yeah.
kind of sat right up here.
Right, she sits right there.
That's where she sits.
Right.
So, okay,
Who was that?
Cynthia.
Okay.
Oh,
So we'll need another chair.
oh, she-
Well, you can sit over there. That's
Or she can sit here. She kind of likes to be close to Harvey where she can
take.
get, you're right, well, she can get, the questions answered, but she's taking notes.
Yeah, she can tell me, you're nervous, Harvey. Lydia, you're making me more nervous.
Y'all want any water or anything?
No, thank you.
No water. Okay, I'll mail these to you.
We're gonna put Tom here and you can sit there on the edge. That's okay. Isn't that where you used to sit?
Yeah. Oh, we need,
Here, I'll
We need
sit.
another chair.
you sit right there.
Well, there's Tom.
No,
Sit there.
Oh,
Yeah, Cynthia,
Somebody could sit right at the end.
oh, okay. So we're
Who
putting,
usually
because
sits?
Lydia's on the Zoom.
right.
See where Lydia would be, but since she.
Okay.
He used to sit in the.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Next time we'll
Oh,
go,
until he comes, I'm thinking about.
but next time we go to seniority, right? It's where they, it's where you're sitting, you can sit down, right?
But also. You.
When he's getting sworn in, he can come sit down
Right.
or whatever.
Just sit over by my son. Sit over by my son.
Right there is Robert.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Look, get a chair. You're not sworn in yet, huh?
When you get sworn in, you can sit at the table.
You're not official yet.
Following the protocol here.
You're not official.
Okay, that works then.
Figure it out.
So your phone's in.
Is the sound on? Is the sound on? Hey, Don.
I don't know if Roxanne's gonna get on or not. I kind of think maybe not.
Is Dee's on Zoom? Dee,
Oh, I don't know. Dee, she's usually on Zoom.
all right.
Yeah, she's,
And, is the attorney?
Josh, yes. He will be on.
These are all Zoom.
Probably Don.
Okay.
Is your name Heather Shaw?
Yes.
Heather Shaw? Okay.
It's been a long day for me.
Yeah, you got a lot of things you had to do with it.
I know, it's like after council meeting, I want to take a day off the next day. Cause I don't get to bed till late, usually. Thanks for all that, help with the shredding.
Oh, sure. Okay,
Oh, sure. You shred a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh my gosh, Candace came over and we put it in two we had to take the lot out of there because it was gonna get everywhere.
See, I put
It was
it
up,
in Roxanne's bin and I'm gonna put that out tonight. when I go to work.
I shred everything with the date or money or dollar signs or whatever on it.
So I just didn't even know. I thought I would have plenty of room, but I didn't have room for those two in mine. Because I had some of my own. So I thought, I'm just gonna go.
It gets pretty heavy, that paper.
I should set it on the top of them and I.
She said,
Don, can you hear
That's
us?
her side.
Shredded paper.
Yeah, be careful. Don't put a hole in it.
Maybe they would think it was garbage.
Don, can you?
Oh,
hear us?
yeah, for
Oh, I don't
the, yeah.
just wanted to take it over with.
There's gonna be more shredding. Thing is, that thing heats up after a while and I have to take a break from it.
There may be too much in post party.
Can you hear us, Don?
Computer.
Is it the audio on here?
Mayor, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, great.
I was muted. I apologize.
Hi, Don.
Hi, Don.
Good evening.
All righty, let's get started. Okay, roll call.
Candace Blake.
Gail Hutchins,
Tony Valdez.
Cynthia on a call.
Harvey Davis, Mayor. Lydia. Lydia, are you on?
She's present, she's messing with the audio. trying to-
Okay, she's here on Zoom.
Okay.
Uh-oh, you might need to go.
We'll do the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible,
indivisible.
with justice for all.
You're going fast.
So we have, one public comment from Heather Shaw.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
So I won't be sitting right on top of you.
We are not that new, but we're at the corner here, I kind of feeling. And live oak, and we're the ones with all the birds and turkeys and peacocks. Everything, that's the birds. And I run into a bunch of just unintentional disagreements with the neighbors over the animals. And I'm doing my absolute best to respond respectfully and timely. And I just want to make sure everybody understands that I can't fix the problem until you tell me about it. And so if you come to me really, really mad on your bird's been in my yard for 2 weeks, I can't do anything until I'm told. And then I'm gonna handle it. But I did make sure with the animal control that we're in compliance with everybody.
What?
And
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
I made sure with animal control that we're in compliance with everybody on tags and numbers and everything like that. I just want to make sure that it's an open door. If you have an issue, I will handle it, but I will not be able to handle it until you bring it to my attention. So I don't know how to make that more known.
Okay, thank you.
I want to be proactive, not reactive.
Thank you.
Thank you, we do too.
Hannah, did you want to make a public comment?
Good.
Okay, I'll make a public comment. If anybody wants to contact me about this issue, or suggestions or complaints, you're welcome to contact me, and I'll be happy to contact Ms. Shaw too. She said she wants to be proactive and correct things and make this a better situation, which I would be happy. I would not be happy, but I would certainly feel responsible for being part of it if I can be helpful. So that's my public comment. So we will now take up item 4D. Take action to accept or reject the request from Roxanne O'Neill to resign her city council seat. And I want to say that Roxanne did call me. We had a nice conversation. As you know, she's been in assisted living for a long time, and she said basically that she has, her medical issues are so overwhelming that she needs to spend all her time on the medical issue. So anybody else have any comments?
I'm gonna miss Roxanne and her input on our meetings and
Yeah,
very knowledgeable. Certain aspects of our developers and archaeology. So I'm gonna miss her.
She was a valuable member of the council. She's mayor pro tem for 2 years and did a lot of work with that. And she's been a super citizen and council member.
Yes, it's quite surprising that she declined so. so badly and so quickly.
Well, she's been mulling it over.
Yeah. But,
She's been hot.
Mulling it over for quite a while.
right. So I would entertain a motion to accept her request to resign for her city.
Make a motion.
Seconded.
All in favor? And Lydia,
She get the body.
so Christine, is she able to vote? Oh, she raised her hand. Okay.
Did you second? Did you
Okay, for E is discuss, consider, and possibly take action to appoint council member to fill seat on city council. And if anybody has a motion to consider somebody, then
I'd like to make that motion. I'd like to nominate Tom Lemon. He's been very involved in the city for several years, and he's been coming to meetings. He's been on the budget committee. He's been on a couple other committees. He's keeps close tabs on Milestone. He's been an involved citizen, so I would like to nominate him for the vacancy.
you got a second?
I'd like to second that.
All in favor? And Lydia votes yes. So that's 4-0. And do you have the paper to for him to be sworn in?
want to come up here? Let's see.
I assume you will accept the invitation.
Oh, yeah.
He's coming up.
Yes, I agree.
We're gonna be thrilled to have you.
Thank you.
This,
You can sit here,
Okay.
but only for
today.
Tommy gets to move up
I can
here.
get to that, you get to mid my
And-
seat.
you can fill that out. That's your name and your position's gonna be place 5. So you sign your name up there.
You must be place one.
I am. Place 1.
Please.
So place 5. And the date's the 7th and 7. In your signature. There's one. This is the oath of office.
And it's Lydia, could you lower your hand? And then Josh is not on the line. Well, actually, Don, you mind calling Josh and seeing if he can? Actually, we could take care of some of your items and then we can call Josh. I don't know why he's not.
We're glad to give Josh a call.
Yeah,
Let me get my cell phone.
okay, thank you.
Okay. In the name of the authority of state of Texas, I, Tom Lehman, explains the duties in your signature. And then I have to fill this out for the. You can.
Do you have a swearing in you have to do for him?
Lydia's texting me. Yeah, he's supposed to be sworn in before the paperwork is signed, she says.
There's a certification of
I'm
unemployment.
gonna get sworn in, let's go
We could do it twice.
do it twice.
Just make it that.
I thought I got all the paperwork together. I don't know about that.
He has to be sworn in. Yeah. I don't know.
Where's
I went through everything that was in your file, and this is all I found. When we did you. Wouldn't it be the oath of office? I do solemnly swear.
Yeah, that would be it. So that's what he has to,
What-
but he has to do it out loud.
Okay,
Yeah, hit the site.
you wanna do it up here?
So just, why don't you read it here? Let's,
Want me to read it or Tim read it? I can read it.
okay.
In the name and by the authority of the state of Texas, I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of First File Council, Magistrate Council. Yeah, that's right. Faithfully, the state of Texas, and will be the best of my ability to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and bylaws of the United States of this state. So help me God. And then I have to do,
We can do the now,
and then do this place, I'll usually sign, print. I'll replace that.
Just take a picture of him for the newsletter.
And then we can do this other afterwards. We can do this other thing afterwards. Stay a little bit afterwards, okay, Tom? Like after the meeting? So this is all the important stuff.
Okay,
This meeting's already been a little bit, 'cause you,
Okay.
okay, you can come sit over here, Tom.
Now you're official council member now. Congratulations. Thank you.
Welcome, Tom.
So, kind of bouncing around, but
only one seat alone.
we want to get,
Agenda?
things done that Don and Josh, we need their help on. So let's take up item 4I, receive, update, and take appropriate action regarding changes to the water fee schedule. And I'll pass this suggested water fee schedule. It has the old rates and the proposed rates. Christine did a fine job in getting rates from other communities, and our water rates were much lower. I have told people, our water fund about breaks even. So we're not accumulating savings for major water repairs, which we had a major water repair at Elliott Ranch, cost over $70,000. Just a minute. Hi, Josh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, good. Is, executive session currently?
no, we're kind of waiting for you.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna get on Zoom?
I thought we were doing executive session by the phone.
Okay, that's fine.
Whatever you prefer. Is that, what do you prefer?
We'll do it by phone.
Okay, so I'm at it here now. Can you do it now?
Yeah, okay, we can do it at both. But we'll take this up right after this item
Okay,
that I've already called up. So So these rates are, you know, I first came up with some rates, that more closely followed the water rates of Mountain City, which is comparable size. And it's all well water, it's not, you know, other types of water. And their fees were substantially more. But I've modified this, after some discussion with, some Elliott Ranch folks and, actually, an Elliott Ranch resident. And so I've modified these, but still, these rates are higher than what we did last year. Remember last year we raised water rates. So the basic fee goes from $26 to $30. And you can see this schedule has, more changes as you use more water. So, I don't, you know, we had these penalty rates, those aren't affected by this schedule. So what I'm asking the council to do is to approve these fee schedule changes. And if you all approve it, then we will have PGMS send out notices on the next water bill at the end of October. And folks will have 30 days then to be notified of the changes in the fees. And if that goes okay, then the fees would go into effect on December 1st and be reflected on the end of December water bill. So with that, Don, do you have any comment? Well, go ahead. Gail.
I'm wondering, what percentage these fees are going up?
I don't have a percentage, I'm sorry,
Okay,
but
so
I would,
probably not 10%, but less.
no, I would say 10% or so. Did you have a comment? And
Yeah, well, I was just gonna say, so we're voting on accepting this today, so then it's going to be posted on the website and then,
posted on the website.
so people could see. I'll put a
So
little,
a notice would go in all the water bills.
right, I'll put in Hays Happenings too, but I just, I don't wanna always put a whole long thing in. I just want to be able to say, you can read, you can see it on the website.
Yeah, I mean, this is only 3 pages, right? And
I mean, I'm not mailing out 3 pages. We're not doing that. With the Hays Happenings, we don't do.
no, we're gonna have a PGMS do it.
Okay, oh, good,
Yeah,
good.
we're gonna have PGMS, because they're gonna do it to Elliott Ranch people too.
Okay, so, yeah, I'll just put a paragraph in and then I'll say that it can
Right.
be viewed on the website.
Right.
Okay.
Dee, would you like to say anything?
No,
She's there, but I don't think she, oh, here she is.
Hey, sorry. No, I'm fine with it. I think the majority of the members of Elliott Ranch will agree with it.
Thank you, Dee.
Mhm.
And Dee has done a lot of good stuff working with the city of Hays
Yes.
and
Yes.
making sure that we have better communication between the city and the Elliott Ranch, and we can always improve, but we're doing a lot better than we used to. Thank you, Dee. So anybody else have any comments?
Just would comment, if you can hear me, Mayor,
Yes, sir.
just would comment that I thought Mayor Davis done an excellent job on this. And I think the real advantage to these, and it sends out a strong message to conserve water, especially in the higher tiers as we go through the drought stages that's imposed by the Barton Springs District and other regulating agencies. I would recommend passage and approval by the council.
Thank you, Don. Your vote of support is helpful. So I would entertain a motion to approve these post fee schedule.
I make the motion that we approve the new fee schedules
Thank
as,
you.
as proposed.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
All right,
Okay, that's unanimous. Lydia votes aye to raise their hand. Thank you, Lydia. So now we're gonna go into executive session. And we're gonna take up item 6M. Receive update and take appropriate action regarding Hayes Common development application to the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality to create a municipal utility district within the city of Hayes, former ETJ. My favorite agenda item.
So,
I mean that. I mean it very sarcastically. Yeah.
are you taking off on?
doing executive session.
Oh.
Oh, got those things on the table. I gotta move them.
Next page.
Huh? 6M.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's Commons.
So let's go and
You don't have any. That's okay.
We have four.
Here's the page.
Okay.
Oh, here's one.
you still reckon, you still think this needs to go in the executive session, don't you?
Mayor,
Yeah.
sorry.
Did we not do?
Okay, I'm taking you in.
Yours is on right now. We don't want to sit.
So we'll try not to be too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Let's go.
okay.
Council members.
Oh, pardon me. I'm sorry. Thank you.
It's kind of weird. She's saying, where she is. One of her friends. That do. She never look at two.
Let's try to find them. Say, paint for the summer. You know?
People,
Yeah, blue.
I can see the rest.
Onto construction. First, just let's get the PVC where it needs to do the net. You know what I mean? You know where the net is? The net's the box, we have it on the deck. Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to go to her.
Yeah. Can we go on with something?
I think I have to go to whole.
I used to have, I was just practicing. We're only gonna have one book.
Yeah, to me, that's very expensive, the PVC, oh, it's the final. I think
What's that school? And what, is that a mini goal or full game full size? Volunteer? No, you can just try.
Yeah, I want a small one, and you go straight back, then a small.
Thank you.
Like, shut that around, showing how big his phone.
Really thin piece of lip balm, so that's what I'm eating on the trail forward is you put that in between. Okay, so I'm in soil posture. I don't know if you should go in your house. I don't think there is like one. Yeah. Yeah, I have to measure up boards, basically, have it going to the outside and the board. You know, I mean. It's really, yeah, it's common. It's really, what you do.
So are you wanting me to fit it into the roof piece or is it the walls? It's the walls, yeah. Walls.
Better than, one individual. It maintains temperature, so I don't have all this in the morning.
He knocked out into this one. That's very cute.
Caught in my lap yesterday. It smacked me. Oh, did you see my dad walked back yesterday? Looks like a
Yeah,
big.
so it's kind of like doing those like you ran back.
So there's like a, even excellent, anything.
He does, some of them keep them.
Yeah, I found some hibiscus.
I said you brought it a lot. This is the one thing I didn't need seeds for. That's it, but we got a bunch of wildfire too. And the whole back corner, where it's all bare now,
Yeah.
I was, do all the wildfire seeds and then the cargo on top of it, so it in. And just leave it, doesn't take all of it, I know it's not very slow, I think, but it's not slow.
What was it? Let's see. Oh, wow.
What?
We love you. Okay.
And I brought you to it. Then we'll get out of it.
It was 3,000. Here's something there.
I'm having trouble with it.
Yeah, that's each time.
That was a commission.
So it's Walter Southwest.
Was the commissioners that were given out that time. The speech, Harold was there on the show, that's one, but Jim Camp was there. And so was Mike Ford and
Uh-huh.
Good evening, Dean.
Brian Subs.
And,
Okay.
Very good. Wait for Tony. Don, we're gonna take up your items now.
There.
Can you hear me, Don?
Then you give enough for us.
Right.
Yeah. He can't hear me, I think. You know why?
Is he muted maybe?
He might be muted. Okay. So we're back from executive session at 7:06. I don't believe any action is gonna be needed on item 6M. So we're gonna take up item 6N. Receive, update, and take appropriate action on proposed well number 3 on Country Lane. And Don, you have the floor. Don, Don, can you hear me?
He's on mute.
You can unmute him from your side.
I'm on mute. He can't hear me.
You're muted.
I'm muted.
Unmute.
No.
It's down at the bottom.
Yeah, this audio.
Got a little
Don,
speaker.
can you hear me?
Yes,
You
I can
sure?
hear you.
There it
Okay.
is.
We're
I had
doing
my
item
speaker.
6N on the water well number 3.
Oh, 6M
You-
on the,
And
yes, okay, yes, thank you. Good evening.
so you have the
Council.
floor.
Yes, thank you. Good evening. So we're currently doing in the second advertisement in the Hayes Free Press. The proposal due date, I believe it's next Wednesday at City Hall. I have been contacted from the second publication by 2 plan rooms. These are private vendor plan rooms in which contractors, pay a fee to be a part of. And I've sent both of those plan rooms plans on new Country Lane well number 3. Also, I was contacted directly via the advertisement by Water Solutions out of Dripping Springs. They're a drilling and development company, and I sent them a set of plans, and I also sent a set of plans to Bee Cave Drilling Company. So there's 2 sets of plans out to 2 different drillers. To my knowledge, no other drillers have requested it. So I expect 2 proposals to come in by the close of the deadline next week. And at that point, we'll summarize the proposals and present them to the council.
Any
And it may
questions?
be, Mayor would need to call a special call council meeting for this if y'all want to move forward prior to the next regularly scheduled council meeting.
I would suggest to the council that we establish a committee to look, because we may have more than one applicant to respond. And that I would suggest that Tony be on the committee, since he's well qualified, a engineer, properly licensed. And I would like to be on the committee, and if anybody else would like to be on the committee, they can. Otherwise, just the 3 of us would do it. If that's
May I
okay.
come?
No, yes. Of course.
So there's 4 with Don.
There'd be four of us, yeah.
Are we done turning?
So, we might have a motion and formally approve this, because what we need here is more committees.
Yeah, really, look at them all.
I'll make that motion to form a committee with Tony, Harvey, Don, and Gail to look at the proposals that come in.
Does anyone think there'll be many proposals?
We're hoping for,
Two,
Yeah.
two went out. so they
if
should
there's
come
only
back.
one, it's kind of a moot point. So do we have a second?
I second it.
All in favor? All right, thank you. It's unanimous.
You got Lydia on the, your hand?
She raised her hand. We're gonna take up item 5J. I think this is the last item we need your help on, Don. Receive update and take appropriate action concerning a request for qualification for a city engineer. And the RFQ committee consists of Tony, Cynthia, Christine, and Dee Wright. I didn't know we would D right on that.
You're right.
And I thought, Don, that you were gonna send us some sample RFQs.
Oh, I'm sorry. I will do that tonight.
Okay,
I think I
So-
did send I did send like a rolling one over to you and one other city that I found. But I will find that email and resend and send you additional ones.
okay, and copy Tony on it,
Oh, absolutely.
since he's
Absolutely.
on the
The committee.
committee.
Thank you.
And so,
You do.
we need, we need to write up an RFQ for the engineer and get the process started. Okay. Any other questions on this item? Don, thank you. I think that's all we need.
If I may just make a quick comment and I'll get off the clock, when y'all get to item 4G is in George. I updated the Gantt chat
Okay, we'll
chart.
just take up the item.
Oh,
Four
okay,
G
thank you.
is receive update and take appropriate action regarding subgrant board DR 4485 Texas COVID-19 pandemic. Project title is City of Hayes Tanglewood is Elliott Station Generators. So yeah, you do need to be here on that. Go ahead, Don.
So, thank you so much, Mayor, members of the council. I updated the Gantt chart for the three projects. That's the generators at the Tankwood Pump Station, the generators at the Elliott Ranch Pump Station on New Country Lane Well. And I forward that over to the mayor and Cynthia, and I'll bring a large copy suitable for the whiteboard behind Tony and Cynthia to post up, so y'all can mark it up as we go. But just want to comment, when you have a chance to review this, it's somewhat tough to identify how long it will take TDEM and FEMA to review the generator project, because they, in our pre-application conference, they were pretty specific regarding details and changes that may be made in the plan. So I plan on we'll send them a full set of plans, and but I anticipate a 4-month review time from them. It may be longer. I'd be surprised if it's less, but I just want to kind of point that out.
Thank you.
I just have a question.
Yes, sir.
When is the well gonna be done? What's the timeline you have on the revised Gantt chart?
Tony, I'm projecting that we open bids next week. Then I project about a 30-day period to finalize a selection of a drilling company and the contract, because it's going to have a number of moving parts in the contract. Then I anticipate about a 4-month, mobilization time and drilling time by the contractor for the well. But I'm projecting now that we should be submitting and complete with the well, the tie-in to the city's system by May of 25. It will probably be much shorter than that, but we just got to see what we're going to get here next week.
Going back to 4G, we do have a consultant to manage this grant, Courtney, and we do have another agenda item to approve a letter. So hopefully once she gets everything she needs, and she will get to work on this grant, because this is a big job. Okay, anything else? Thank you, Don.
Thank y'all so much. Good night.
Good night.
All right, John.
We're just gonna go down the line now. So the 4A is receive and take appropriate action to approve the September 2024 financial report, and in your packet is the balance sheet and revenue and expense statement for the year ending September 2024 and the year ending September 2023. And
I don't
Mine says 17 September 24.
Have it,
I don't have it.
what?
the financial, I don't have it. I don't have it.
There's the wrong one. We need to get it.
Give the dates again.
I mean, I didn't finish this report until, like
Maybe this is not the same report.
yesterday. I'm sorry, you don't have the report. If we didn't print it out for you, then you don't have it. Only I have the report. It's,
We gotta just
I'll
imagine.
send it to everybody. I'll send it in an email. It's also on SharePoint for those that have it. But I will say that the balance in the accounts is that's Tex Pool and Broadway Bank is $1,931,520. So that's our nest egg, that's our reserves. Last year was $1,892,570. So it's a little bit larger, nearly $39,000 larger than last year. But again, these financial statements are prepared on the purely cash basis. And I will be taking these year in and converting them to the accrual. We do it once a year, and I'll be converting them to the accrual. And I will have then divide the funds, and we'll see what each of the two funds, the water fund and the city's general fund, what the balances will be. That's going to take some work, because I got to do the accruals and all this kind of stuff. So anyways, that's my report. Any questions?
No, we're,
Do we need to vote on it?
No.
yeah.
Okay.
As long as we're in the black, we're doing good.
Yeah. Yeah, that also, that cash increase in cash balance does include the 70,000 that we spent on repairs at Elliott Ranch, which will be taken out of expenses and put as a capital asset. So that will actually
That'll be good.
increase revenues.
So there's not a motion on
I
here.
have one question. When will the audit for
Don't have
take
it.
place?
Just a second.
When will the
No motions can be made.
when will the audit start for 2024? The audit for what's the name? Mayor?
You want the mayor?
Council Mayor? And when do we
It
provide,
doesn't have anything to do with this agenda item.
no? No,
They're gonna do it in March.
in March,
Each year.
okay, that's why,
Unfortunately, they can't.
March, that's just fine.
Okay. Next item is, take action to approve minutes for September 9th, 2024. You have a motion? I think the minutes are sent out, right?
Mhm.
Oh, they were sent out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would, 320
Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I so moved.
Second,
seconded.
all in favor? Thank you. Take action to sponsor fall cleanup day. Thank you, Candace, for reminding me that needs to be done. We usually have it in November, isn't that right?
They usually have it in there.
We could set a date that you could approve, or you could tell, you could tell, hey, Mayor, you can set the date. And take care of that for us. So what is your desire? It'd be a Saturday,
So-
probably late June,
We
right?
just,
Late November.
We just call
Not
up-
too late to know.
Set this up with TDS, right? You just, I mean, we have to do that
Yeah, right.
anyway, so. Okay, like late November, before Thanksgiving. Probably a
Yeah.
couple, like maybe
Maybe middle of November.
16th or something,
Always on a Saturday morning.
yeah.
It'd be the 22nd, no?
November 16th, well, the next week would be the 23rd, that's getting kind of,
Let's do it November 16th.
really, that's the weekend before.
November
Thanksgiving.
16, it's on,
Is that your motion?
Sure, that's a motion.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, any comments? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to rush you too much.
No, that's fine. We need a date.
We put in Haze Happenings.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Sure.
we'll put it on the website.
Website and Facebook,
Yeah, because last time people said they didn't know about it.
they did.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was,
And then can we also get locks? So Connie used to put locks on them. Can we get locks? Because, I live right next to it and, people were dumping all night. Like we could hear it echoing at night. And we didn't have locks because I just don't think we were on the same page with what needed to be done. So she would just buy big generic locks that could fit through those chains. And, if the city secretary, when the dumpsters have arrived, she would go like put the locks on them. Be extremely helpful.
okay.
I mean,
Well, we
And
could-
I'm also happy to do that too, like if y'all need help. Cause it's right there.
would you like us to have the dumpsters not placed next door to you?
Oh, that's fine. I mean, I don't mind.
Okay.
That doesn't bother me. It's just like people come dump illegally at night. So we had mattresses put in. There was definitely chemicals that were put in. I don't know if the city ever ended up getting a bill for that, because the city should technically be billed for all those things, but there were several mattresses dumped and people were doing it at night because they know that it's wrong. So I don't care that it's next to me. I just, for the city's liability, if there should be a lock until it's ready to open.
Okay,
Thank
thank
Well,
you.
they can-
That's good.
So
Yeah,
that dumpster was actually very full before, because Hannah showed me the pictures. It was very full. So people were intentionally doing it early and
Yeah.
thinking that it was fine. No, they were too.
I thought we had empty dumpsters because nobody was notified.
Yeah, the one here. Our side of the street, full too. Over the day.
By the well.
There were just people that commented that they were not aware, and the people that did come dump, a lot of it was done before the actual official hours or after the official hours.
All right, that's very helpful. Thank you. So,
That dumpster stayed a whole extra day.
It did. That was also a problem with it too.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Candace, we could put them in with, the Hayes City.
It's happening.
Yeah, and when I mail those out, I can put them in there. Can I mail them?
No, what?
When you do the Hayes happenings? And put this in there.
Oh, Yeah, oh, it'll
You-
be in there.
why
It'll
don't
be,
you all
it'll
work
be
this
there.
out?
Okay.
It'll be
Okay.
there, yes.
We need to move on, thank you. Um. So item, we've done D and E. And so we'll take item 4F, discuss, consider, and take appropriate action on request to approve administrative regulation self-certification of increased micro purchase threshold.
What in the world?
This-
is that?
There's
Okay.
CPA.
Let me explain, please. This is the letter that Courtney Nelson asked the city to approve. And so that she could start working on the grant management. As needed, I ran it by Josh, our city attorney. He made a few changes to it. And so, but otherwise he said it would be appropriate for the city to approve it. And this is the city saying that we increase the threshold to $49,999, and this is for purchasing threshold. And I think that the situation is that Courtney's fee for managing the grant will be less than that. And so that's the motivation.
Which letter for what are we on?
Yeah.
Yes.
F, okay.
Or F, yeah.
That's it. And that is.
So,
I mean, this,
okay,
That's it.
Oh,
The contract.
no, I have a question.
so,
I mean,
yes, sir.
for this fee and everything that we're paying Courtney, I guess, it's gonna be an invoice type fund or something. Once you incur the cost, you can submit an invoice every 30 days or something for managing the grant. Or is it gonna be a
I'm unsure.
lump sum?
No, we get administrative income from the grant,
Oh,
and so this should cover it. Lydia, did you have something to say? You have your hand raised. Okay, she has it. Okay. So anybody else have any questions regarding approving this lesson? I mean, like you, I'm a little confused about what the next step is, but again, I'm relying on our attorney that this is okay for us to approve it. So if you approve it, then I will execute it. So I'm asking for a motion to approve this.
I make the motion to approve this.
Okay, do we have a second? Thank you. Any other questions?
No,
Is there a simple way to describe this?
A simple way?
Mm-hmm.
No, not really. No, it's because we're a small city, then we can do this micro purchasing threshold of $50,000. So,
It's all reimbursable back to the,
Just like.
it's all reimbursable back to the city
Yes.
for the grant.
Oh, thank you.
They gave one hand and paying out the other.
This is a fund that we could draw from as needed during this process.
Right.
I don't know.
okay,
And then we get reimbursed.
yeah.
Right.
I frankly don't know the process with this exactly, but I do know the grant pays administrative
Yeah.
fees that is actually gonna be larger than this.
Yeah.
And I assume we're gonna have an agreement with Courtney's company, Adura, a big engineering firm. And they have done these generator grants. So this isn't their first time doing this,
Yeah.
thank goodness.
That's their specialty, isn't it?
So, no, they're a big engineering firm. Yes,
So who seconded this? Gail?
no,
Candace.
Candace did.
Okay.
All in favor? Thank you. Lydia does too. Do you have a pen? Somebody have a pen? Thank you. Okay.
I got more.
I could have thrown it closer.
Sorry.
I
I've always have a lot of
didn't have
pens.
another
I
one.
just-
Okay. Here's this item. Do you have the minutes for me to sign?
Right underneath. The green tab.
Okay. Thank you. So we're down to one of our favorite items, 4H. Receive update and take appropriate action concerning community Christmas party. And
Oh,
Candace, Tom, Cynthia, and Christine.
Sorry,
We all
we didn't
been-
have a meeting, but we've done some talking about it. And so I got some prices and, to just see how much this is gonna cost us. So just getting meat by the pound is anywhere from the prices I got from 26 to like $32 a pound.
That is obnoxious.
And if you say everybody eats half a pound, although I think a lot of people eat more than a half a pound. If they are eating
I'm
it,
not eating that.
well, you're not, but anyway, and then the sides would be on, anyway, it looks like, we might be able to do it for around $1,000, but
Well,
something like that.
We need
If we really
to-
want to do it,
we need to set a date.
right,
We need to put it, advertise it.
right,
We need people to say, yes, I want to come. And then those that they want to come, because it's potluck too, but the city provides a barbecue,
yeah.
then we know how much barbecue to buy.
So the other thought,
So we need to set a date and then start advertising it.
we're talking about how December is such a busy time and people are traveling and they have kids and activities and stuff. Maybe we should just make it be a winter barbecue instead of a Christmas barbecue. Or do you think it's just important to have a festive thing at Christmas time?
Well, I think we've had really nice events at Christmas,
Well, yeah.
but it's up to the city council.
So my concern is that we
But
have.
we have to vote on spending the money,
Right,
and if we're talking about $1,000, we would have to do a budget adjustment.
might be more than 1,000. It would just depend on how many people
Yeah,
responding.
but it is important that we set the date and start advertising, because
Yes.
once we advertise, we have to set a deadline to accept the RSVP,
So
and so,
what is gonna be our method of accepting the reservation? We can put it in if we're gonna do it in December, we could do it in October, the one that's gonna come out soon, and the November one, and we could have a little thing that they can cut out and they can put it in the mailbox or, do it manually old fashioned way, but I think, I just don't think that many people are on the website and Facebook yet, even though I'm pushing it to all of us, but
I would suggest, it has to be in the newsletter.
has to be the news.
And I would suggest that we put it on our city secretary. That they should call her, or they could email her,
Oh, we can have
and so she would be
yeah.
taking the
that. You
reservation.
can do it that way instead of that.
Hannah, did you have?
I think I like the idea of something you could fill out on and I also think that it should have the option to call the city secretary, because, sometimes you can be like, I want to call her, and then you go on with your day and you forget, but if you have like something to fill out, you could also just do it right then and drop it in the mailbox. I think for the best response, you should do both options.
Yeah.
And that it could be in the October and the November Hayes happens. And I would also suggest maybe the first weekend of December before everybody gets bogged down in all their holiday stuff. Usually like the first weekend of December will be a little bit safer. Cause you know, the years have been very variable about who attends. Like I've been somewhere, you know, there's like 20 plus people and then some where almost nobody showed up. And I think that the ones that were less well attended were closer to the holidays.
There have been some that the tables are filled and people were standing and we were getting other places. So there have been some that were, you know, but that was probably it's all pre-pandemic. We haven't done this since. But so what we used to do is we did it in lieu of a city council meeting because we're like, we don't want a city council meeting. I don't know that we have the luxury of doing that anymore because we're so busy at every meeting and we have so much to talk about. But
No, I'm definitely not in favor of that.
so should it be a
And
weeknight or a weekend night?
I would suggest a weekend, I would suggest
Not a night.
Friday night or
An afternoon, maybe,
That day,
yeah, not night.
Saturday,
Used to do it at night because we were
Saturday.
Saturday evening or
like,
4 to 6 or something, 4 to 7.
I like that.
on the
5 to
7th,
7 or something, sunsets early,
Five
Yeah.
to seven,
5 to 7.
7th or the 14th.
5:30.
We're gonna have
because
The 7 or
Just a second. She has the floor. Yeah, that's.
Okay, I was just remembering that, the successful get-togethers that we've had at the city hall, you know, we've been outside and inside both. We've all brought a potluck. And I don't know what month we do that or when we did it, but those have been very successful.
That's,
That was this.
that's the,
incident.
that's the way it's worked, right? That's what we're gonna do. City
Oh, I
provides,
didn't hear anyone say that, so that's.
Yeah.
okay, oh, sorry. The city provides the barbecue
Uh-huh.
and folks bring
I think we've always-
dessert or salads or vegetables or
Drinks.
chips or
Yeah.
whatever.
People do bring
Do they
all this
provide the drink?
drinks.
Do they provide the drink?
We should probably
We should
provide
probably
the
get the
drink.
Well, we have the water.
People that really brought a lot of stuff, so there were sides, but I think the city also bought basically like some beans and
Yeah. Potato salad.
potato salad or something, just, you know, from the company.
So do you all want to set a date now or have the committee set the date?
Either 7th or the 14th.
Yeah, we don't have any choices.
Only the 7th or the 14th are the
Yeah.
only possibility. When's Beautifest? You
Well-
know what? Beautifest is gonna be the 7th. No, Beautifest, yes. Beautifest is
That's
gonna be the
always the
7th
first
and the 8th.
Saturday, right?
The 7th and the 8th. It's
Yeah.
the first full weekend in December.
Yeah.
Well,
So, and then school,
There's about you.
well, people go to
I never
Beautifest.
noticed it.
You've never gone to Beautifest?
Figure there's too much traffic.
Let's make it on the 14th.
Yeah, I think that's the,
Once school's out, people are starting to leave too, but,
I would suggest the seventh because Anna said do it early and you got a good point.
it's a good.
May I have a,
Yes, you may.
I'd like to, make a motion that we accept December the 7th as the date.
Looking at the Hayes School.
Okay.
You're right.
Thank you. Anybody want a second?
yes.
Okay, 7th it is.
We hadn't had a vote yet, but we do have some people that want to.
Maybe she didn't like the idea.
I'll be here.
This last year. Years.
Well, 7. Well, 7, I think.
Maybe change the date if it doesn't work.
And we're saying what time, it's like a 5.
Anybody, you need to be recognized.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, the committee will come up with a time. How's that sound? Are we willing to do it now?
Well, we already have a motion in the second to do it on the 7th.
Yeah, no, about the time on that 7. What time are we going to do it?
Oh, well, I think we're talking about 5 to 7 or 8. All in favor? Very good.
School's still in.
And
session.
Lydia, are you voting yes? Your hand's been up. Okay, thank you. So it's accepted by unanimous vote. Thank you all very much. And thank you, the committee. Getting through this, aren't we? Oh, receive, update, and take appropriate action concerning violations of the city code. And I think we have a committee.
It's Tony, Tom, me, Lydia.
Oh, okay. So y'all, do y'all have any update? Okay. So no update on this, so we'll just move on. Receive update and take appropriate action regarding hiring a grant writer for the Texas Division of Emergency Management, TDEM, current funding opportunities. And
I don't see it.
did we have a committee for that?
It's the last. It's the last. L, or L.
Oh, okay.
There's some talk. That's before it's the six.
Did, I'm sorry, I haven't done anything about hiring a grant writer. I think Lydia has done some work and is involved in that. And I don't know if you wanted to say anything or if Christine might be able to help us out on that, or Tony.
I don't have any information. Do you have any information?
I think we were talking about perhaps Courtney being a grant writer, and it seems like there was somebody else that had some interest or ability. Anyways, that's something we'll keep on the agenda.
So Lydia said that she has a meeting scheduled with Courtney this week.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
That's good. Good. That's good to know. Glad to hear that. I didn't realize that.
I didn't either.
So we're finished.
Yay.
Anybody want to make a motion to adjourn?
I so move.
Second.
Time for the barbecue or not?
Thank you.
That's what I was saying, asking 5 to 7 or something like that.
We got to have it because I'm gonna put it in the news.
Oh,
It's gonna come out.
This is, we can do it from 5 to 8, 3 hours. I mean, 4 hours.
5 to 8.
Yeah.
It's gonna be dark early.
It's gonna be there.
Dark really early, about 5 to 7.
Yeah,
And it might be really cold and people can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well, they'll be in here, right?
Now, I signed everything. And would you scan everything that has been signed and send it to me?
Well, 5 to 8.
It's almost.
So,
Yeah.
The meeting.
Well said.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're finished at 7.
That's on a Saturday.
45.
I'm gonna go home and watch football.